Welcome to 1818 Farms. I'm the owner, Natasha McCrary, and today we're going to be discussing hoof trimming of our sheep. And if you look down, we've got most of our flock in here. We don't have the rounds. This is static. And they're ready to have their hoofs trimmed. We trim their hoofs on a lamb every month, a newborn lamb for 1 year, and then on the adults every 2 to 3 months. A lot of that is going to correspond with when we do deworm, but you can also, sometimes you might see someone having a little limp, and that just means the hoof is getting a little long. And people ask, well, why do you hoof trim? And it's basically, think about if they're, and we'll go in and zoom in. If you have your foot, or think of your nail, and if the nail grows out and starts to curl under like their hoof does, it makes it hard to walk. And also you can get dirt trapped under there, and they can get something like hoof rot and some types of infections. It's really simple. We're going to show you guys how easy it is, but really all you need is a simple pair of hoof trimmers. And these just came from Tractor Supply or maybe Premier One. I can't remember where I bought these from. We buy these probably every 2 years. I just cleaned these. It's going to have like a safety latch here, and it's really sharp. You can kind of see the blades here. The other thing I like to have while I'm hoof trimming is alcohol. I've already sterilized these, but it's really a great idea for you to sterilize in between, because what if someone did have some type of an infection in their hoof and you didn't see that? You're going to try it, and it's going to be preventative. Really simple here with the alcohol. So there's two ways you can do this. You can use what we have is called a deck chair, or some people just do the old school way that you see, like when you're sheep shearing, you just lay them on their bottoms. You're going to need two people. Someone's going to hold them, and you're going to go in and just trim around. All right, so you guys, we're here, and we've got Lily in the dock chair. She's going to be bred with Thor this year, and she's really super comfortable. It's like she's in her own little hammock. To me, it's a lot more comfortable when you lay them on their bottom, because they are on the hard, when you put them out with their feet out, they're on this hard ground with some gravel, but she's super happy. We're going to start with the hoof trimming on her, and we're just going to kind of zoom in. This helps really for you guys to understand. If you come from this angle over here, especially, you can kind of see how it's growing over, and then we're going to kind of come from the top. If you'll come up here from the top and come down, you can see how it's grown over. And we're just going to even this out. Super simple. And then you can see in here how we're getting it level with everything else. Hers aren't bad at all. And a lot of this is going to be, if you're consistent in your hoof trimming, you're not going to have a lot of problems. So we're just going to, and she has a lot of mud under here. The back ones are always going to be a little bit worse. So we're cleaning these off here. These look really great. I like to fill in between to make sure there's nothing, stuck in between their hoofs that would cause any pain. She's got a little bit of mud, and we're just cleaning, not a lot around there. And then we're going to go to the other side. She has a little bit of a side growth on this one also. We go across the tip. The tips are a little bit taller on this one. Even out the sides. Like, she's just really muddy. This one looks really nice. And then we're going to go to the bottom ones. They're going to be a lot worse. And they're always to put more weight on that. You can kind of see how I'm going to trim off some of these sides here. This one's curled over. I'm going to hit the tips. And hers look really nice, which is a good sign. You want healthy feet. We're going in, we're going to hit this other one. She has a little more split on this side and a little bit more dirt. I'm going to clean the dirt out first here. Especially here, can you see where this is overgrown here a little bit? The lighting's a little bit darker, but the tip on the top here. But she's super happy in her chair. She knows she's going to get a treat at the end. This one's grown over on the top here. If you can see here how I'm coming off. Especially in the winter months, you want to make sure it's going to be wet. We always have a wet winter. You want to make sure you're going into the winter with good hoofs. Hers are looking really nice. What a good girl she's being. She loves the chair. I always kind of come back and look again just to make sure I kept it even. There's a little bit here on the tip. And look, she's so relaxed. She's doing really great. I got my helper up here, Eliza. She's kind of massaging her. Sometimes you have to be from different angles. Like when I turn this way, I see there's a little bit more in the tip I want to trim. But yeah, overall, hers look really, really good. And that's all there is to it. But you also want to make sure your clips are really, don't hesitate to purchase a new pair every other year because they're going to get dull. You can see how thick these are. All right, you guys. So that's all. Super simple. Don't be scared. You also want to hesitate a little. You can go into the quick. If you're new to this, I'd recommend get a little bit of the blood stop powder in case you do go. It's not going to hurt them, but it's going to, be there to stop the blood. But super sick, super easy. And you just need to really commit to doing this every month because it's going to be better health for your sheep. And let's thank Lily for being our model today. Very sweet girl.